Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy, B3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today we're looking at another Power Rangers Dino Fury figure from Hasbro, and it is the Dino Knight Red Ranger. Yeah, heavily armored Red Ranger. Very, very cool, very, very ace, very, very swag, very, very YOLO. You know it's YOLO. So, our Ranger is pretty neat. I really like these Hasbro, like, Kids Toys Rangers. They're not making them anymore, but I did like it. Beast Morphers and Dino Fury, I think they really were fun toys for kids that adult collectors could also enjoy. They didn't make any for Cosmic Fury, much to my eternal disdain, my apparent chagrin, but I can still enjoy what we have, and I'm still going through them all and reviewing them. Articulation-wise, we have up and down on the head, but it's not much. Side to side is fine, but the collar does stop it from going any further than that. Bit of a wobble. And then you have up and down on the arm. You know, it stops at the shoulder pad. Forward and back, also hindered by the shoulder pad. You have a bend on the elbow and a rotation there. Nothing on the torso or waist. In and out on the legs. Forward, but no back because of the hard plastic bussy. Then you have a knee bend and rotation, and that is it. The upper half is heavily hindered. Like for a kid's toy, I think that's a good amount of articulation, but there is a lot of hindering on the upper half that will affect posability for a collection and also maybe affect play a little bit. Probably not as much for play, but adult collectors will notice. But I think kids will probably be okay. Anyhow, detail and paint is about what you would expect on a $10 kids toy. You know, pretty decent amount of paint on the front, just a solid colored morpher, and then less paint on the back, but not without paint on the back. You can see they did bother painting like the backs of those parts there, which is something that they don't bother doing on the Sentai Hero series. You see it's just, stops being painted kind of around the edge there. So that is, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. So it has that. And there are also accessories for this guy that can go with this really cool sculpt and fine paint. I know that was a quick segment, but there's not much to say about it. He does come with one of the keys to put in the morpher for play. I don't have the morpher, so I can't show that to you, sorry. But he does come with this big claw, which is some pretty cool paint on it. You know, a little gold and green to kind of just make it pop. It's not just solid red, which is nice. And he holds it, incredibly well. Yeah, he sure does, doesn't he? Looking good, Red. Looking good. So, since he holds that incredibly well, we can now move on to size comparisons. Yes, you got to love size comparisons, folks. First up, I'm going to show him with a figure from his own line, and this is one of the first ones I had from this line, Void Knight. Very cool. That's pretty perfect. I actually think that works out great. Now I'm going to show him with a Lightning Collection Ranger, and this is another Dino team member, but not from his team. It is the Dino Charge Pink Ranger from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. And he is a little small for her, but if they're all fully posed up, you can kind of make it work. I've seen action figure photographers make these lines work with the Lightning Collection, like Metallics XD, since the Lightning Collection never made a silver Beast Morpher. You know, he uses the one from this kind of just kids toy line, and it works out. So that's cool. Let's move Void Knight to the side, and we'll bring in a vintage figure, this vintage Rhino Blaster, Space Alien figure. I have yet to review him, and he's an 8-inch figure, and he's very big compared to him. So he might look a little small next to Rhino Blaster, but the villains being big like this kind of makes them more intimidating and makes them seem like something you would need a whole team to take down, and I like that. So I actually think it's fine. You know? Then let's remove this Lightning Collection Ranger to show the Sentai Hero series to Kaiser. Very fun. The Sentai Hero series is just too big. Sorry, folks, but if you have Sentai versions of these Rangers, then they're not going to go with your American figures at all. They're just too big in Japan. Oopsie. But he scales well with his own line, which at the end of the day is all that matters. That's what we always say here. So, what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Dino Fury Dino Knight Red Ranger from Hasbro? I think kids will really enjoy it. Adult collectors might not like all the hindering that is on the top of this figure articulation-wise. That is a bit of a bummer, but I mean, it's a $10 kids figure, so I think it looks and functions well enough for that. Unlike a lot of kids' toys, and even a lot of adult collectible stuff that I have, he holds his accessory freakishly well. Look at it, it hasn't even flopped. It's perfect. That's really perfect. Definitely will be displaying him with that because I have no fear of it getting lost. Like, even if he falls off the shelf and hits the ground, that puppy's not going anywhere. That's really excellent, really perfect. And really fun. And if the kid has the morpher, they get the key and everything. That's fun too. And adult role play, that can work well as well. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. as in and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.